Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning into Whatever's Tarot. This is Seven God Lou back with another video for the collective. Thank you guys so much for all your likes, comments, and subscribes. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right in. Okay, so you guys, I'm getting that you have okay, so you know the movie The Matrix, right? And they have these bots with black sunglasses and black suits. I'm getting these, one of the bots throw water at your face, like you're like nothing, like you're like trash, like they just throw water at your face, right? But then the bots, like everything rewinds and the bots actually want to shake your hand now, right? Because they respect you now. They respect you. So this message is the matrix, other outside forces and beings that you don't know of, they respect you now because you went through some sort of cycle that spirit wanted you to go through and you passed, right? You were nervous here, you were anxious, okay, you didn't see it coming here, okay, or you're about to go through this and you're gonna pass, okay? There's some sort of like, think of like the movie The Matrix. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm so sorry, okay? The Matrix is where, you know, they tell them to take a red pill or blue pill. They take the pill and they're in a whole different dimension now. Everybody around them is fake and they're the only ones who know it, or they're the only ones that are woke and everyone around them is asleep, if you will, right? That's you, Scorpio, okay? Like you're Neo, okay, in the Matrix, okay, the main character, right? And you know, these bots, you know, are around you, or these other people that have the same abilities as you are around you, and you're like going through these tests, right? But what you don't know, Scorpio, is that this is all orchestrated by spirit to show you the another side of spirituality. So you're in this dimension already as we speak, right? You wake up, you go to work, you kiss your loved one, you kiss your kids, and you're going through this cycle. Then next thing you know, you start talking to spirits, right? So you upgrade it, you're out of the matrix, you start looking at the clock, you start saying 222 333. Okay, that's one way to get out of the matrix. Then once you're out of the matrix, there's another test for you, Scorpio. Then you know, you start getting deeper into spirituality and learning that maybe you can do telepathic communication. So every single day you're learning something, right? But you feel as though you're victorious, Scorp. You feel as though you're this high priestess, oracle, and you just know everything. There's nothing more deeper that you can get into, but you're wrong. And you're going to go into something that's deeper. So for example, if you're the spiritual high priestess, you can do oracle, you can read cards, you can do telepathic communication, you know, and you're just like, haha, what's next? The next thing you know, you fall into a rabbit hole and you start speaking to fairies and you're like, holy shit, I didn't know fairies were real. But it's a test from the divine, like it's another entry level, or it's another level to spirituality. So you are this high ranking being, but you go into a different dimension, Scorpio, of spirituality, of what the universe has to offer, of what's really in the universe, right? Because the universe is like an onion. There's layers to different dimensions and things of that nature that you haven't been a part of. So the universe, your spiritual guides, okay, the divine is introducing you to a new level of spirituality. If you think right now, I'm on this level, I'm high, I already been through what, you know, this person is talking about, you may not have, but whomever I'm talking to, you just have went through it, or you're about to go through it, and it's gonna blow your mind. It's like you're in two different dimensions at one time, right? So it's kind of like you can, you know, instead of you hearing people or hearing spirits and doing oracle and doing tarot, now you can see spirits, right? So something's going to happen, Scorp, to where you're on a new level of spirituality where it's going to totally blow your mind. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I didn't know life like this, life can get any higher than where I have been. I didn't know I can go back to first grade. It's kind of like you're in middle school, right? And you're in 8th grade and you're like, yay, I'm the highest in my school, I'm the toughest in my school. Then you go to high school and you're in 6th grade and you're back at, you know, the lowest level, you know, and then the highest level is now 12th grade. Okay, that's you. Okay, so you're gonna cross over into a different dimension, but when you do, you're gonna be victorious. Okay. Did I say Scorpio? I just did Scorpio's reading. I didn't mean to say, if I said Scorpio, excuse me. I just did Scorpio's read. But you're going to go into you may be a Scorpio, okay, or you may have high Scorpio placements, but you're going to go into a different dimension here, and this is going to be a test, okay? But after this, you're going to pass with flying colors. I'm getting you're going to go to hell. I'm getting that there's some sort of fire that's on you. Like I'm getting there's some sort of hot seat, and there's fire around the hot seat, and you sit in it, but you don't melt, you don't fold, you fight back. You stand up for justice. You don't break. And these bots, AI, or I'll say AI, right? Because in the movie of The Matrix and the vision that I'm seeing, hiccup. So I guess AI, okay? AI or these bots are gonna shake your hand because they're gonna respect you at the end of the mission. Because during the mission, you're like Alice in Wonderland. Alice could have screamed. Alice could have ran. Alice could have said, take me back home, which, you know, she did, but take me back home to where, or was that Dorothy? All right, whatever. Alice, you know, she could have ran, but she made friends and she said, come on, guys, let's do this. Okay? Let's do this. That was the Wizard of Oz, or the Wiz, whatever. Okay? Let's do this. You know, they didn't run, scream, where am I? Get off of me. Run, keep running and running and running from dear life. No, they said, okay, we're here. Let's get it, baby. Let's do this. And that's what you're going to do. Okay? That's what you're going to do. And you're going to even talk back to motherfuckers. Like, you even going to be like, man, shut the flippy flop up. You know, like people, you're in a different dimension and motherfuckers trying to G-check you. And you're going to be like, man, come on. Like what you want to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want to do? Like, I'm the collective. What you mean? Okay, that's how you come in, Scorpio. I keep saying Scorpio. You may be a Scorpio. I just did a Scorpio reading, guys. I'm sorry about that. That's how you're coming. Okay, so the way you come in, they like, damn, the AI like, damn. Okay, AI like, damn, who this right here? I'm gonna have to shake that mom. I'm gonna have to shake the collective hands. Who the is this? Because certain people that, boom, they don't believe in fairies or they're spiritual and da 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 da. The next thing they see a fairy on their desk, they're gonna be like, oh my God, a fucking fairy? Oh, hell no. Spirit, this too goddamn spiritual for me. Hell no. Get me up out of this. Hell no. You know, and then they want to change their life and then they want to go back to religion and then they want to be like, no, you know, oh God, I need you to help me. You know, they fold. Okay, but you're gonna be like, yo, what up? Who that? You know what I'm saying? That what you doing here? You know, like, where you come from? All right. And you know, the little fairy gonna talk to you like, you collective, you know what I'm saying? I'll blast you with my wand right now, you know, and you gonna be like, what's up? Blast me with your wand right now. You know, like, this is how you come in. But this is really how you come in, collective, okay? I keep saying fucking Scorpio. This is really how you're coming in. AI or these spiritual guys or these matrix bots, whatever they are, they like, damn. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take a check to earth because I didn't know there was a G like this, okay? That's how you coming. But you're really coming like that, though. Do you understand? It's not like you're not faking. They thought that you were gonna be scared. Or they thought that you was gonna fold during the mission. They're putting you in a dimension that you have no idea of. They thought you were gonna fold, but you don't. So I'm also seeing, you know how like when you go to a museum with like a diamond museum, right? Or just a diamond store, they have a little diamond on a little pillow, right? And they have it in a glass box. They're looking at you as that, like, yo, you're rare. You're rare. No, you did not just come up in this mission, just straight G-check it and say, let's do it. And then next thing you know, we put you in a hot seat with fire all around you. And then you like, spit on us and say, you know what I'm saying? I'll die on my feet before I die on on my knees. No, you just did not just walk up in here like that. Okay, that's really how they're looking at you. Okay, so you make it out of this mission that the divine has you on. Okay, you make it out of this mission that the divine has you on. Okay, you make it out. They thought that you were going to be broken here, but you make it out. Okay, let's get some more on this situation, guys. Yeah, that literally the vision that I've gotten, and I know that this is going to come to pass because I know that I want to say for me, like it's almost like every 3 months I upgrade, like I get a new spiritual gift, or like I'm on a new spiritual level, or I tap in more than I normally am. Is different from everybody. Some people, like, you know, like sometimes it'll be 3 months, sometimes it'll be like 5 months, sometimes it'll be like the next year, you know, but this is going to happen to you to where it's a level to where you're like, yo, I have never been on this level. I didn't even think, I thought these levels were just gaining a new spiritual gift. I didn't think that you start, you know, for example, just an example, start seeing shit, and then, you know, start, instead of just seeing spirits, I'm seeing aliens. I ain't know that shit can happen, you know, something like that. But they're gonna try to be against you, and you're gonna rise up like, you know, Neo, and you're gonna be, you know, going backwards and shit, and, you know what I'm saying, doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's really how it's gonna go down. Okay, so let's get some oracle on this, guys. Let's see, let's get some more. Anything else that we need to know about this download that I've gotten? Yeah, look, you're unfazed. Okay, you're unfazed. Anything else that I need to get on this download that I've gotten? You're unfazed here. Okay, you may be a feminine here. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing somebody, when I look at this card, I'm seeing everybody's like clapping their hands for you. Like everybody's like, yay, like, hey, like you did it. Like you did it. Okay, you're unfazed. You stayed in your feminine, or you're in some sort of feminine energy, and you did it. Like, yay. Okay, against some sort of cyber bully or some sort of astral bully here. Okay, they may have tried to like put roots on you or something like that, or they were like, they had their hands over you, like doing magic over you for a long ass time here, this bully here. But everybody's like, yay, you did it. Okay, you did it, you made it. Okay, out of something, some sort of test, some sort of high level spiritual ranking test here. Okay, I'm getting this as like tests, like flags, like you know, you run to a run flag, then you run to another. This is like a game. It's like a game here. Okay, yeah, and you're not from here. Or they're like, damn, we respect you because you're from outer space. Okay, they know that you're not from here. And watch what I say. You know, we're all on different timelines, but remember this video. And if you were in a space to where you like, I can't do this shit no more. You know, I can't take this shit no more. Maybe you're taking medication. Maybe you have anxiety from some sort of spiritual level that you're about to go on. Maybe you're so tired because you feel like giving up. Understand that this is a level. This is a level that you must beat past to get out of there. It's not just you being stressed out, or something or someone or some sort of outside forces are putting stress on you purposely. No, this is a test. Okay, it's a test, and you keep fighting. And I hate to say that, right? Because I hate to say, oh, keep fighting, you're good, you know, because some people just get tired. Okay, but I promise you that if you're, you know, spiritual, you know, you go on your spiritual levels and things of that nature, and you're like, man, why me? Like, why? You know, maybe there's some sort of destiny swapping that somebody tried to do or something like that. I promise you, you're gonna make it. Okay, you're gonna make it. This is just encouragement that if you're going through something very, very heavy, it's not, the divine will remove it off of you, you know, when it becomes too heavy, but it's on you because they know that you're going to pass. This is like a level, a ranking, you know, it's like, more so of, a job here. And of course we all are like, why me? Nobody says, hey, I want to do that, and I want to go through hell and high water. No, you know, but understand that the good is going to come out of this. Okay, this isn't just happening just to happen. All right, So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Mwah, I love you guys, and you're gonna make it out of this, okay? It may be MK Ultra. It may be anxiety, like severe anxiety when really is somebody doing spell work. It may be meeting the Fae. Everybody has something different, right? But whatever, you're gonna be burdened, but your supernatural galactic powers, you're gonna make it out. All right. So thank you guys so much. Mwah. See you the next one. Bye.